Okay, with Datsun 280Z, obviously we're still working on it. A couple of changes inside. I don't know if you can see there, I've got a new steering wheel and a oxygen sensor on because I'm just checking the system before I put on the electronic fuel injection. So I'm seeing how it runs on its normal injection system, and then we're going to be doing in the next month or so, when winter comes, we're going to be taking all that off and putting programmable ECU on. So that brings me to the back. So just a quick walk round to show you what I've done so far. Rear lights, obviously we've talked about, changed from American to English. Rear boot spoiler, small spoiler lip, just to finish that boot off, to be honest with you, because it just needed a bit of tidying up, finishing off. Obviously all back's been painted now. I'm going to leave them holes in, I think, and not have a rear bumper on. I've repainted that black part at the back as well, and touched, obviously spray painted all the rest. I think the aerial's going to go to smooth the line off at the back and put an internal aerial on. The wheels, they're stopping. They're going to stay on car. Reason for that is apparently they are, and one of you guys told me this, they're a spec'd up add-on to the Datsuns when they were new. So the factory fitted wheels. I don't know if you've noticed the mirrors they've changed. They're now BMW type mirrors, M3 type mirrors. So I think they need painting the same colour as car. So that's why they look so big. But I think they're a better fit than the others, and you get more movement with them. I wish I could lower them a bit on the doors. They're just standing a bit high, but other than that they're perfect. So I'll go through that later with you. The bumper's on at the front, so we've got the nice thin chrome bumper. Now the number plate is on the bumper, and obviously those headlamps, halogen headlamps, so they look quite nice as well on there. I like the way the indicators light up, so I'm going to leave that as it is, American type style. That's pretty good. We've patched up all the holes and rusty spots on the bonnet, grille, door, but this door's, in fact, near enough all the panels are reacting with the paint. I don't know if you can see it, but they're, I've spoken to my mate, Julian, who does the painting for me, and it looks like we're going to have to strip this all back. So the wings are bolt off, fortunately. The doors obviously unbolt. We're going to send them away and have them dipped, and the rear boot as well, that's going to get dipped as well. I don't know if I'm going to come back and put the badges back on, but we'll see. But yeah, there's a few little, oh by the way, I've put poly bushing on as well, and I'll speak to you about that in a bit. I'll tell you all about that. But if I can recommend anything, if you've got one of these cars and it's 40-year-old and it's running on the same rubbers, do a polybush kit all round, and you won't believe the difference. The ride is like it's brand new. It's absolutely unbelievable. So I've done a full polybush kit all the way around, and I am going to show you a bit of that as well. So here's what we've done so far. Today we're doing bushes, front and rear hopefully. See how we go. I think this is going to be a challenge with the C's nuts and bolts, but gone for red poly bushing. So let's see how this goes. Right, the poly bush kit now has been fitted. So it looks a bit scruffy because I've just finished and I haven't cleaned it all up yet, but what a nightmare. 2 days, complete polybush kit fitted, so not too bad. I think some people may take longer, some people may be quicker. I think it depends how good you are at it. but looking pretty sweet. I'll see if it handles any better. So today I'm doing on some stuff on the exhaust, but I said I'd show you the poly bushing stuff, the bushes that came off. These are the bushes, as you can see. Well, you see them from the outside and they're like that. It's not until you take them off that you realise how bad they've got. This one seems to have shrunk and misshaped and gone into the clamp. That should be round, by the way. Shouldn't even be any lips and bumps in it, but when you look at it from outside, that's what you see. It's only when you take it off and change it that you see why you're changing it. I mean, it's obviously the same with anti-roll bars. I mean, I don't need to show you this, but they just crack inside. They have a lack of any sort of sustenance, whereas these obviously spring straight back. Well, you can't even get them open. You know, you see these from the outside, they look perfectly alright until you get them out, and they're just soft and they're cracked. So that bit I couldn't see until I got it off. You know, it's, and the rust internally corroding the system. So the oxygen sensor's reading 19.8, stood idling, setting off. What it's got is a ring around the outside, which you can't, let's set this off. A ring around the outside that tells you how lean or rich it is. You can see it's doing a little dance, that thing. So I'm hoping that that's going to be more stable. At the moment, it seems to be doing a very lean mixture until you change gear, and then it does that. Got to accelerate. Let's go around the block here and see what it does. So if I see how it dances around, lean and then rich and then lean, but mostly very lean. So that's going back now to, when it's idling it's not too bad, but you can see that it's dancing around even at idle now. That's where it's misfiring. Accelerator, foot hard down, foot off. Then partial throttle, no throttle, no accelerator. Partial. It seems to be coping 1 minute, then not the next. So hopefully, I mean, you can understand it. This car's what, 40-year-old. The fuel system and everything around 40 years ago were a lot different to what we've got today. So it's going to struggle with the fuel we've got. Hopefully, we'll be a lot better running next time you see it. Today, I'm going to finish off. We're going to take those mirrors off. We're halfway through. As you can see, the other one's got one on. I'm going to change the mirrors again. It's not that those other mirrors are bad, I'm just trying to get the style that I want. Oh, these are just a update. This is the exhaust, how it's going. Graham's finished, well not finished yet, but he's more or less finished. He's done the welding on them. I'm going to put them on in the next couple of weeks and decide where we're going to drill the hole for the oxygen sensor, because it's part of the program where I'm putting the programmable fuel injection on, so we need that for the oxygen sensor. Although I've put an oxygen sensor in what we've got now, and I've just strapped it to the steering wheel, but that's not a wideband oxygen sensor, that's just a normal one connected to that gauge that's on top of there. I've changed steering wheel as well, put this one on leather, so we're changing that as well. We need a centre for that, but that's the mirrors anyway. But I need to make more brackets and make it look better and tidy paintwork up. See how that goes. I'm also doing the exhaust. Note to self: don't make exhaust, buy them done. These are a nightmare. A good friend of mine, well, brother-in-law, Graham's doing this, but it's a ball ache, and I know he's doing his best, and I wouldn't like to do it, and I wouldn't like to pay anybody to do it, I bet it'd be expensive. But yeah, that's the exhaust at the moment. I mean, there's two main reasons for changing it. One, I can put, well, three, because I can put the oxygen sensor into that, although I could put it in through here on this. So this is your standard, what comes on it. But if you look closely, you get pinch points in the exhaust where it's not quite, it's restricting them. If I turn it over, I mean the weight as well is another thing, because these things are so heavy. But you look at the inconsistencies. So if I show you this here, you can, I don't know if you can tell, but there's the wall goes in there, so it restricts this, and then you come to this one, it's wide open. So how's that getting a consistent power from that one, which is limited, to that one there, which is fully open? So you can see it there a bit more as well. So we're getting consistent flow through the exhaust with that system. Weight saving, and I can put an oxygen sensor on that exhaust. But a nightmare. If you can buy one, or you pick one up, I would pick one up. It's just so much hassle building exhausts to fit. But yeah, I mean, the mirrors are coming on as well. Need to sort these out. There's a plastic cover going to go on there. But that's where we are at the moment. Thanks for watching, and I'll hope for the next time you see a video, all that lot there will all be on and done. Removing all the gubbins that I don't need on there for the fuel injection, and we're looking at what injectors, well, what coil system we're going to put on.